Welcome to Hana-Animals channel. Today, we will explore 10 spectacular and magical moments of animal birth. You will witness the wonderful and mysterious reproductive events that nature has bestowed. Prepare for an exciting journey through the animal world, where every moment is full of surprises and intrigue. Rhinoceros gestation period. After mating, the female rhino will be pregnant for about 15 to 16 months, which is the longest gestation period among mammals. The gestation period can vary depending on the rhino species. Fetal development. During pregnancy, the female rhino moves frequently and eats to provide adequate nutrition for the developing fetus. The mother rhino will gain a significant amount of weight due to the growth of the fetus. Birth time. When the pregnancy is nearing its end, the female rhino seeks a quiet and safe area to give birth. Birth usually occurs at night or at dusk to minimize the presence of predators. Birth process. Female rhinos usually give birth to a single calf, although twins can occasionally be born. Calves are born weighing around 40 to 65 kilograms. Female rhinos usually give birth alone and can undergo a birth process that can last from a few hours to a whole day. Llama gestation period. Llamas have a gestation period of approximately 13 months, one of the longest among mammals. Fetal development. During pregnancy, female camels require a nutritious diet to ensure the development of the fetus. Due to the desert environment, they often have to search for food and water efficiently. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, the female camel will find a safe area, usually in the shade or near a water source, to give birth. Birth usually occurs during the day, and the female camel is usually surrounded by herd members for protection. Birth process. The female camel gives birth to a single calf. However, twins are sometimes born. The calf weighs about 35 to 50 kilograms at birth and is able to stand and walk immediately after birth. Hamster gestation period. Hamsters have a short gestation period of only 16 to 18 days, which is one of the shortest among mammals. Fetal development. During pregnancy, female hamsters need a balanced diet to provide enough nutrients for the development of the fetus. Female hamsters will have behavioral changes, such as becoming more aggressive or looking for a safe nesting place. Time of birth. When the due date is near, the female hamster will prepare a nest made of soft material, such as straw or shredded paper, to welcome the babies. Birth usually occurs at night or early in the morning. Birth process. Female hamsters usually give birth to 4 to 12 babies at a time. Babies are born very small, blind, and hairless, and require special care from the mother. Seal gestation. The gestation period for seals ranges from 9 to 11 months, depending on the species. For example, gray seals have a gestation period of about 11 months, while lion seals can be pregnant for 9 to 10 months. Fetal development. During pregnancy, female seals store fat to provide energy for giving birth and nurturing their young after birth. Fetal development occurs primarily within the mother's body, and the fetus is protected within the mother's womb. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, the female seal finds a safe beach or land area to give birth. Females usually give birth during the breeding season on beaches or rocks, where food and protection are easily available. Birth process. Females give birth to a single pup, although twins are sometimes born. The pups are born weighing around 10 to 15 kilograms and have soft fur to keep them warm. Penguin egg-laying time. Female penguins typically lay 1 to 2 eggs depending on the species. Eggs are laid several days apart, ensuring that both chicks have an equal chance of developing. Egg care. After laying the eggs, the mother penguin will begin the incubation process. The male penguin plays an important role in keeping the eggs warm during incubation, while the female penguin forages for food. Incubation time. The incubation time ranges from 30 to 65 days, depending on the species. During this time, the mother and male penguin will take turns incubating the eggs and protecting the nest from threats. Hatching. When the eggs hatch, the young are born with soft fur and require special care from their parents. They will begin to feed on milk from their parents and be kept warm in the nest. Hippo gestation period. The gestation period of a hippo is approximately 8 months, 240 to 250 days. During this time, female hippo will not be able to move far from the water source due to the need to maintain body temperature and humidity for the fetus. Fetal development. Fetus develops in the mother's womb, and the female hippo will have behavioral changes to adapt to the pregnancy process. The female hippo needs to eat well to provide nutrients for the development of the young. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, female hippos usually find an area of deep water or near shore to give birth. Birth usually occurs in water, where the female hippo can easily keep the calf safe. Birth process. Female hippos give birth to a single calf, although twins may occasionally be born. The calf is born in the water and must immediately learn to float and breathe air. The calf will cling to its mother and learn to swim soon after birth. Pangolin. Gestation period. The gestation period of pangolins ranges from 65 to 150 days, depending on the species. During this time, the female pangolin needs adequate nutrition to develop the fetus. Fetal development. The fetus develops in the mother's womb, and the female pangolin usually seeks safe shelter to give birth, such as in caves or densely wooded areas. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, the female pangolin finds a safe and quiet place to give birth. Birth usually takes place in a small cave or hiding area where the female feels safe from threats. Birth process. The female pangolin gives birth to a single baby, although twins may occasionally be born. The baby is born with soft and immature scales that need time to develop and harden. Hedgehog. Gestation period. The gestation period of hedgehogs ranges from 30 to 40 days, depending on the species. During this time, the female hedgehog will undergo physical changes and will need adequate nutrition to support the development of the fetus. Fetal development. The fetus develops within the mother's womb, and the female hedgehog will usually seek a safe and secluded place to give birth. This may be a natural shelter or a nest that the female hedgehog builds to protect her young. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, the female hedgehog will find a safe and private place to give birth. Birth usually takes place in a nest or shelter where the female hedgehog feels safe from threats. Birth process. Female hedgehogs give birth to 1 to 6 young, depending on the species and the mother's health. Young hedgehogs are born with soft, unhardened spines, which helps minimize damage during birth. Zebra. Gestation period. The gestation period of a zebra lasts about 12 months, 340 to 390 days. During this time, the female zebra needs adequate nutrition and care to develop the fetus. Fetal development. The fetus develops in the mother's womb, and the female zebra often looks for a safe place to give birth. During pregnancy, the female zebra may move less and focus on finding food and water. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, the female zebra finds a safe, secluded place to give birth. Birth usually takes place in grassy areas or near water sources, where the female zebra feels safe and has easy access to food and water. Birth process. The female zebra gives birth to a single calf. Although twins may occasionally be born, calf is born with a distinctive striped coat, which helps camouflage and protect it from predators. Kangaroo. Gestation period. The gestation period of a kangaroo is very short, only about 30 to 36 days. This is the time that the fetus develops in the mother's womb before being born. Fetal development. Fetus develops in the mother kangaroo's uterus and is provided with nutrients through the placenta. When the time of birth is near, the fetus is developed enough to survive in the outside environment. Birth time. When it is time to give birth, the mother kangaroo finds a safe place to give birth, usually in her belly. The baby is born very immature, only the size of a pea. Birth process. The baby is born very small, hairless, and immature. Immediately after birth, the baby will crawl into the mother's belly pouch to continue developing.